Good stuff. I'm Gina Eccles, in case I haven't met you. We're going to go ahead and get started. So excited for tonight. And I wanted to kind of just set the night up as all of us are just loading into the Zoom room. Maybe you're catching us on the live and you're like, man, I've been home way too long. Or maybe you're got some anxious energy. So if you're like me, can we all just like, woo, stretch it out, get some energy out, move around. So excited for tonight. Thank you for loving my earrings. I love them also. But tonight I'm super excited because I want to talk to you guys just about something that occurred to me just a little while ago. If any of you have ever worked closely with Adam or I, with myself, you specifically, you know, like I'm always strategically thinking. How many of you knew that about me? Anybody? Like, I know some of you knew that. Some of you might have thought, why does she do all the crazy kooky things she does? I don't really get her, kind of. That's okay. It's just, there's a method to my madness behind everything. But one of my observations, me strategic, one of my observations as the 9 years that we have been coaching, actually it's crazy, like it's already coming, like this year's going, anybody feel like you're getting older faster? Like I feel like the years, every year I get older, it goes a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. I think it's some sort of sick joke. But like over the last 9 years, almost 9.5, that's why I said that, there's been some, we've watched growth. We've watched people come into Optavia. We've watched people take off in Optavia. We've watched people kind of move slowly through Optavia. We've watched people kind of sit in the zone. But one of the observations that I discovered, especially as I was kind of looking over the years 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020, if you were a new coach in any of those years, will you do me a favor in the chat and just drop what year you came in? When did you become a health coach? Woohoo, 2015, I saw that one out there. The reason I'm asking this is because one of the things that I discovered as I started analyzing is something that I knew before I came into Optavia, but I didn't realize everybody else didn't know this. And I recognized that there are different strong skill sets that are required as you grow a business. And one of those skill sets is, of course, influencing others that you already know, people you know currently. And then the second skill set is usually a strategic skill set of learning how to, so one, you're going to leverage your own sphere of influence, and two, you're going to learn to leverage and utilize others' spheres of influence, aka referrals. Many of you maybe have heard us talk about referrals before, but what I want to talk about tonight, before we kind of dive into this, look at all of you guys. This is crazy. The numbers are still rolling. What I really wanted to talk about is one of the things that I've noticed is the first year that someone is in business, they're as a health coach, they're primarily relying on their own sphere of influence. So if you had a large sphere of influence, you knew a lot of people and you had a lot of trust in your sphere, then when you came into Optavia and you announced, hey, I'm a health coach, or you posted your before and after, or you started those training calls, you had a lot of positive response, which those are typically the people that were like coming in and like, boom, moving fast. And then there were some of you that came in and you were just steadily moving, right? Maybe not the response you had hoped to get. Maybe you weren't moving as quick as you wanted, but as you reflected, your sphere of influence is the people in your world that know you, who you have influence on. You said, wow, I went to this restaurant, it was amazing. Wow, I watched this movie, it was amazing. And people went to that restaurant. People went to that movie because you influenced them. So your immediate sphere of influence, the people you knew, people you had relationship with, those people typically jump on board in your first year. They at least ask what program, they engage with you back and forth. After the first year, unless your sphere is ginormous, which we do have some people on here that came to us with huge spheres of influence, but unless you were somewhat famous in your sphere, chances are really high that first year that you were a health coach, majority of the clients that you brought on, you actually personally knew. So why am I sharing that piece? Because many of you on this call came in 2020. Many of you came on in 2019, and you're still in that 1 year sphere. And you're going, I don't really need referrals. I'm really good. That skill set I'll learn down the road. And that's where I want to talk to you guys about learning to leverage the sphere of others, is because if you don't start doing the right things in that first year that will begin to lay the groundwork for the second year where you're leveraging other spheres, you have to either build a new sphere or you've got to leverage someone else's sphere. And that takes time. See, you don't, if you've wondered why, hey, my girlfriend posts my side-by-side, have you, anybody had someone post your side-by-side for you? Anybody? Okay, Debbie, thank you. That's the only one I seen saying yes. Have you ever noticed when you ask someone else to post your picture, that very few people respond? It's not because your picture isn't ShamWow. ShamWow, that's family lingo, sorry. It's not that it's not amazing. It's honestly because you have zero trust in that sphere. They have no idea who you are. They really honestly could give a rip less. Now that doesn't mean they won't be maybe mesmerized a little bit, and you might have 1 or 2 people reach out, but as a whole, you have not built trust in that sphere. So here's the good news. Learning how to build trust and leverage someone else's sphere is just a skill set. It really honestly is. And so tonight, we want to teach you that, because what I do know is that people like to call me in the middle of Zooms, but what I really do like is for you all to know that if this skill set is not taught, and maybe some of you that have been with us for a couple years, you're having an aha tonight, like, wow, I have been still trying to rely on my own sphere of influence, and I haven't stepped in to utilizing or leveraging someone else's sphere. So there's only 2 ways you can leverage someone's sphere. Okay, 1, you can leverage their sphere if they become a health coach, right? Now it's all about their journey and the people they can help, and they're utilizing that. Or 2, we're acquiring referrals. So whether that referral is someone like, and Michelle's going to allude to this tonight, if we're talking to people on a health assessment and they're saying not yet, great. Would you send me people if you hear of any friends that are looking to get healthy, right? I don't want to take the training away, but what I do know is the reason that we have ran such high frontline volume or frontline qualified volume for so long, 9 years, y'all, the reason is because this skill set meant that I didn't have to go out and build a new sphere. See, it takes 6 to 9 months to build trust. And we want to do those things all throughout while we're leveraging our current sphere of influence. We're going to build new spheres as we go. But the truth of the matter is, I could spend 6 to 9 months building a sphere of influence, meeting people, starting, participating in a Facebook group, doing all these things, building relationships, when I could just go find a client who's successful and begin to leverage their sphere. And it doesn't take 6 to 9 months because they already have influence there. It time collapses how much time that it takes. So with no further ado, I'm gonna have Michelle Heyman come off mute, and she's gonna share with you guys just some tips that you can utilize to begin that referral process early in someone's journey. And that journey is really even from the very beginning of them reaching out. So give me 1 second. Oopsie, let me get to Michelle. All right, Michelle, you should be off mute.
Yeah, thanks, Gina. Appreciate that. So, hi guys, I am going to be talking about asking for those referrals and trying to see how we can work with our pre-clients, the people that are not even yet our clients, and see how we can utilize their spheres of influence. So I don't know if you actually caught what Gina said, but you guys, this goes to the very first conversation we're having with our clients during our health assessment. Now, you guys already know when we're doing a health assessment and someone says yes, we lay our coaching, right? We at the end, we say, oh my God, I just want to let you know you're going to be melting away and people are going to be asking you what you're doing and you can refer them to me, or maybe you can become a coach. And so we already set that up from that very first health assessment for the people that say yes. But what about the people that say not yet? Are we taking advantage of that opportunity? So if you caught it, what I'm suggesting you should be saying to those people is say, you know what? That's okay if you're not ready right now, but if you know of anyone who's looking to move forward in their health, will you pass my name on? Because I'm really excited to help more people. This is why I do what I do. I love this. And you guys, even if you are in your training calls, even if you're in your first 6 calls, it's never too soon to say that. And you might be saying, well, this sounds kind of salesy. Like, why? I don't want to do that. If you owned a business, if you owned let's say a restaurant, wouldn't you want the word to get out? Wouldn't you ask your friends to pass the word on to their friends and family to come visit your restaurant, right? So why are we holding this back? Why are we not getting the word out that you are a health coach who can help people transform in body, mind, and finances? You guys, don't keep it a secret. Your friend who you did the health assessment with or your family member might not be ready today, but maybe their friends are. Maybe their family members are. Maybe their coworkers are. You guys, we all know people who are looking to get healthy. It's, oh my goodness, just look at Facebook, right? It is all over Facebook. People are gaining weight right now and they are asking for help. So I just wanted to suggest we start this from the very beginning. So here we are asking for referrals from people that are not even clients yet. Okay, so that's the first thing. But we can also utilize social media to our advantage other ways as well. So you might want to know how. Well, we've been building relationships, right? Like that's what we do. We build relationships on social media. We're talking to people all day long. We're having conversations, we're commenting, and people are loving your stuff. Now, I had a conversation with one of my coaches today, and she's, Michelle, no one's reaching out. Like no one wants to get on the phone, but everyone is thanking me. Everyone's thanking me for my inspiration. Everyone's thanking me for my recipes. They're telling me they're coming to my page because it's positive. You guys, there's your opportunity. There's your opportunity to ask for referrals. Maybe they don't want to hear about program, but they're coming to you. Hey, Mary, thank you so much for those comments about coming to my page. It really is my passion to help other people. If you know of anyone who's looking to make a change in their health or maybe even possibly their finances, will you send them over to me, or would you pass their number and name on to me so I can contact them? Because it is really my desire to help other people. You guys, do you see how easy this can go? It doesn't feel salesy. I am not a salesperson. That's never been my background. My background is social work. It's about helping people, loving people. And you guys, that's what we get to do. So let's use these opportunities to ask for referrals. You guys, people know people who are looking to get healthy. And so if you're on Facebook, which if you're not, you're missing out, because right now there is so many opportunities on Facebook to just go in and build those relationships and ask for those referrals. So you guys, these are not our clients. He's gonna talk about how to work with our clients and how to ask for those referrals and maximize that. But like Gina said, you can ask someone to post you can ask a friend who's not a client to post your side-by-side, and they may, and you might get some interaction. But if you ask them specifically and they are verbally having conversations with their friends, like, you should call my friend you should call my friend Michelle. I don't even know exactly what she does, but she's really inspirational. I know she's helping a lot of people, because I have referrals from people I've never shared a program with. They've never asked me specifically what I do, but they sent me their mom. They sent me their mother-in-law. They've sent me coworkers, just because of the consistency. And I've built that relationship, and I've asked for the referrals from people who are not even on program or even know about program. So that's really the basics. It's not hard. Come from the heart. Don't make it feel awkward, because it doesn't have, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. You are a health coach for a reason. Why did you become a health coach? You became a health coach because you wanted to pay it forward. You became a health coach because you wanted to make an impact. You wanted accountability for yourself, and you wanted more money, more income. That's why I became a health coach, just being honest. And the only way this was going to happen is if I continue to grow my business. So let's just keep asking for those referrals. That's all I got, Gina.
Awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much. And, I was just thinking about this. Guys, Adam and I have an integrated regional team that came from a gal I went to high school with that kept seeing me post. So there's a hint right there. She kept seeing me post every day before and afters, and she reached out. We did a health assessment, and I said at the end of the assessment, hey, I know right now is not a great time for you to get going on the program, but if you ever know anybody or hear of anybody, would you please just pass my name along, because we're helping tons of people get healthy. And she said, you bet. They were not even the next day. She's out on the lawn talking to her neighbor, tells her neighbor, oh my gosh, the neighbor was crying about a heart problem that she just got diagnosed. And she said, you should call this girl I went to high school with. Not fully understanding all the things that she does, but I do know that she's helping a lot of people. And if I want to do it, but I just can't do it right now. That girl called me, lost 20 pounds. She put her own story out, which is part of what Heath's going to share tonight. She put her own story out on social as a client, not as a coach, nor the desire to be a coach. And she attracted someone clear across the United States who got on plan, ended up losing weight, became a coach, and is now an integrated regional in our business, actually on this call right now. And that would have not happened had I not asked, hey, if you ever hear of anybody looking to get healthy, please pass my name on. Please pass it on. So people are looking for what we have. So Heath, I'm gonna have you come off mute and begin to just share, okay, how can we work? So Heath, you should be able to talk now.
Yep, I'm good. It worked right away. Awesome. Well, thanks, Gina, and thanks, Michelle. This is an area that I'm so glad that Gina and Michelle set up for us, because this is huge. It really is. I always like to tell the coaches on our team that your clients come from 3 places, okay? And most of us are only working one of those 3 avenues, and that is the people that we know and the people that reach out to us through social media, right? We do a lot of trainings on how to be social on social media, how to interact and meet new people. That's one of 3 avenues that clients come to us. And honestly, I love what Gina set up. Stacy and I saw this in our business. Our first year, all we had to do, it didn't feel like we were working that hard to bring on an executive director and above frontline volume, and to double that. And then I think at some points we've even tripled that frontline volume or more. And we didn't have to work that hard for it, because Stacy is a social miracle worker and loves lots of people, and lots of people love Stacy, and people tolerate me enough that it works out okay. So we had a pretty decent sphere of influence coming in, and that helped us get to executive director and beyond fairly quickly. But I noticed in our second year, I remember our second, kind of comparing numbers, looking at the, our numbers, our first January versus our numbers the last January, and we were down every single month in new clients that we were bringing on in the second year. And I kind of we made it through most of the second year. And by the end of that second year, I would say our new client attraction was less than half of what it was the first year, right? And I remember feeling a little bit of panic, feeling like, what if everybody that knows about this now, right? What if all of our world knows about this and the rest of them aren't interested? And that's when we really started to learn about avenues 2 and 3 of working with and bringing on clients. And truthfully now, Stacy and I have been coaching for 4.5, this summer is going to be 5 years. Most of our clients, 80% of our clients, come from the second and third avenue. They're not people that we already know. They're people that we came into relationship with through others, and then they became part of our Facebook world. And then the Facebook and the social media stuff that we're doing to stay attractional has attracted them. And if you were paying attention at all to Chelsea's half hour of the call and the coaches that were on there, they were phenomenal. And the commonality in all their themes was that they may not have known Chelsea directly. In fact, I don't remember if any of them did, but I do remember that they all, saw a friend who had had a story, and now they're all, phenomenal health coaches. So, okay, so I feel like I'm dragging that on way too long, so we're going to keep going. So I put together a presentation, a training for my team early in March, and this is sugar shot focused. So please disregard sugar shot challenge. The content of the presentation is really what I want to get to. So the second and third avenues of bringing on clients are referrals, which is what we're going to talk about today. And then the third one is staying in relationship with your existing clients so that they provide referrals and they come back on plan when they set new goals, or if things didn't work out the way they wanted to in optimal health, or unfortunately, some of them never made it to optimal health and now are ready to come back into optimal health, right? So for Stacy and I, 80% of our clients come from these two avenues. We still meet new people and we still bring on clients that we know directly, but it's probably about 20% of the clients that we bring on, and we still carry really high frontline volume. 4.5, almost 5 years later. So the sugar shot is a perfect example of how we can leverage our clients or our friends or spheres outside of our own. Okay, so every person that's part of your social media world, regardless of how well you know them, they're somewhere in your sphere of influence. And each of them has a sphere of influence around them, right? Some of them may be even bigger than yours, some of them may be smaller, but even the smallest spheres of influence that you have in your friends groups, their sphere of influence has areas that are outside of people you know, right? And we're not going to chase them down, and we're not going to go through their friends list and friend all of their friends. And there's a lot of companies that do that. We don't do that. We're an attractional based business, but we do have the ability to attract outside of our sphere of influence. The sugar shot challenge, and I'm actually going to call it the face-to-face. This was the quarantine edition, right? But let's call it the face-to-face challenge, or any of the challenges we do, or just even having our clients post, right? The challenges are wonderful because it gives our clients an opportunity to post. But the goal is, how do we help our clients live their health out loud? Because that's what is going to impact their spheres of influence. So we're going to walk through the training that I provided for teaching our coaches how to really utilize the challenges that we do in our client support pages, but also what we do with them once our clients post. And that's really what I want to get into, is how to leverage those referrals and how to interact. Even if the client isn't referring people to you, they have people in their sphere of influence. So Gina, I'm going to have you slide or jump through some of these faster than others because not all of them are necessary. But so go ahead and jump on to the next one. This slide is just basically telling you the challenges that we do in our client support pages are just extra incentive for our clients to reach out and to live their health out loud. And who does it benefit, right? So this benefits coaches because it brings referrals. That's what we're talking about today. Client retention, when your clients have friends on, they're going to get healthier. Accountability for them. And then also this year, as you guys know, there's a coach drawing, which we can thank the Eccles for being the funding source of that. So thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. And maybe you didn't know, but I think that's the way it's working, right? So, and then, okay, so let's jump on to the next slide. This is just a little bit backup information on the challenges here. This is, let's see here. I'm going to keep going. So the next slide is going to talk to us about why it's beneficial for our clients, right? We know this too: accountability, support, and encouragement, growing a healthy circle around them. That's one we're going to talk about right now, right? Which integrates into referrals. There's a client drawing, so there's extra encouragement for them to do it, but also potentially step into coaching when they have friends and family that are ready to get healthy. So utilize those challenges that we're doing. Here's a couple of ways to reach out to your clients. I'll provide these slides to Gina afterwards, so that if you're looking for some language on how to reach out to clients, there's a couple of options here. So Gina, go ahead. I know we're getting short on time. Let's jump ahead to the really good stuff, which is what do we do with it after our clients live their health out loud? A couple more. I should have cut all these out. I thought we were going to have more time that we had to kill. So so keep jumping. A couple more. Okay, keep going. One more, I think. Okay, keep going. Sorry. Okay, so get rid of the slides. We're just going to do this without the slides. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we do when our clients post, either because of a challenge or because a lot of coaches sometimes will put together a face-to-face and send it on to their clients and just say, hey, I don't know if you recognize this, how healthy you've gotten here over the last 3 or 4 months, but here's an example, and the client gets all excited and posts it. When our clients are posting about their health journey or living their journey out loud, especially on social media, and this is easier when they tag you, but if you're staying interactive with your clients and you're checking them out, especially after you've sent a side-by-side or during one of the challenge times, if you can stay up to date on their social media, you're going to see that they've made this post or they've tagged you in a post. And from that post, you can help them go through and thank all of the people that are thanking them, right? And so I personally, when I have a client that sends a sugar shot, I let my client know I would like to send each person that's commenting on your sugar shot a thank you. It's really such a big deal in your life to have all these people that support you, and I want them to know just how big a deal it is, right? So for everybody that comments and likes and does all this to their sugar shot, their face-to-face or their side-by-side or whatever they put out there, send them a friend request, and then I just send them a very private thank you message. Hey, thank you so much for liking Summer's sugar shot. It's not easy to put yourself out there when you're working getting healthy, but I know that she's going to inspire a lot of people. I really appreciate your support. All right. Now I've got a new friend, somebody that I've started a conversation with, so we have some interaction. And then the rest of the work that I'm already doing on Facebook, because I'm posting and I'm commenting and I'm doing all, adding new friends, all that other stuff that I'm already doing. If this is somebody that's interested in following Summer's journey, she's either going to reach out to Summer or they're going to connect with me through Facebook because we have interaction. All right. So from one client's post, and you guys have seen the interaction that most people get on their sugar shot, right? I've got anywhere from 5 to 250 new friend opportunities to interact with their sphere of influence. I'm not chasing them down. I'm not tracking them down and asking them if they want to do Summer's program. I'm building relationship with them, adding them to my social media sphere of influence, and allowing them to come to me through the interactions that we have, or if they see that what we're posting is something they're interested in. And most likely, because they know Summer and because they know Summer's journey, they're probably going to reach out to Summer. But if Summer's not interested in coaching, they're going to feel comfortable reaching out to me too, right? So half of the ED-FIBC teams that Stacy and I have in our organization came to us through a friend of a friend. And they're now coaches that have really good sized businesses in our organization, and they're helping thousands of people. So half of the coaches that we work with in our front line came to us through friends of friends, right? And so having your clients post that post, I know we're right at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna wrap up here. Helping your clients to post, okay, sharing, interacting and sharing through those posts, sending the friend requests, sending the thank you messages, interacting with them through comments, and everything that you're already doing allows you to leverage those spheres of influence and really interact with those people. And like I said, that's 80% of the clients that we bring in now. And if you can start to leverage that opportunity earlier, before you start to find that your sphere of influence is starting to slow down a little bit, you're going to be able to help a lot of people a lot faster. So, okay, cool. I didn't read through the comments because I can't talk and read at the same time. I'm a box checker. I live in my box. So if there's any comments out there that are that have questions that need to be answered, okay, cool. Anything else, Gina?
I think that's perfect. So Heath, let's just regroup real quick here, everybody. So step one, where's our first one, Heath? Personal sphere of influence.
Personal sphere of influence. Step 2 is referrals from your existing friends and client base. Step 3 is people that have been on program, and you stay in relationship with them and help them come back to program regardless of what their future goals are. Some are going to come back for weight loss. Some are going to come back for getting back to the weight that they lost earlier, and some are going to come back because they realize they can't maintain their healthy weight as easy as being on program. So
I love it. And so guys, here's the other added benefit that I feel like I would be remiss to not share. There's a couple things, but for your client's sake, in case you haven't figured this out, when they have a friend, a family member, someone around them get on plan, they are so much easier to coach. There's a lot less drama. They answer the phone. They're on fire. I can think of one coach in particular that we have. Her and I differ on the amount of people, but since I got paid on them, I win. But I think that she sent me 10 referrals before she finally became a health coach. And she was 6 months into optimal health. We just didn't give up because she didn't choose to coach. And that's a skill set. That's a keeping relationships going. People are trying to talk to me. Hello. That's a skill set that we all can learn, right? It's that staying in relationship. It's loving on people. It's staying there. But here's some things that I want to give you, some practical things. And I hope y'all are hearing my kids screaming and losing their crud behind me. It just is what it is. I could say welcome to quarantine, but I'm pretty sure that happens all the time, period. But I want to give you some action steps that you guys can do. First of all, if you've ever worked through the systematically coaching your client document that's on Eccles, Oregon, within a lot of your leaders pages, it actually has an email that you can send out. Okay, we personally, this is what Adam and I do, because I don't know about you, but we let days slip by, things get missed, I forget. And so we just created a rock in our calendar. So on the 15th of every month, we send out a referral letter to our clients. And we personally offer our clients a reward for sharing us with people. And so for us, we offer them $25 referral credits. We want them to refer people to me, and I want to share that with them. I think more than ever right now is a perfect time to do that. As a matter of fact, we're offering a lot of people, if they get started today, or if they refer someone to us today, we're giving 25 to them and 25 to their friend to get started. Maybe you're in a financial place that you can do that. Maybe you're not, but for us, we're sharing the gift of health. I think so many of us are diving into this giving economy and wanting to help. And how great is that? Instead of, you're getting a 2-for-1. Instead of one new client, you're getting 2 right out the gate. You're asking for that referral right out the gate. Who are you working with, or who do you know that loves to get healthy? Who joins you in the gym every week? Who does these things with you? Would they want to? I would love to bless them and give you a referral credit. And now both of you are getting this. So you can do what feels good to you and how you want to give. But that's something that we have done as a thank you gift. We only give the $25 if the person starts on the full program. And so we're not just giving money away just because they gave us a name. We're actually finding people who actually genuinely want to do this. But so on the 15th of every month, we actually just copy and paste, and we do it in a rolling 3. And I realize I probably have never shared this before, so I want to share it. The first month, we actually send it through Facebook Messenger because that's predominantly how we communicate with our clients. The second month, it's the same thing. Like I literally copy and paste. Same thing, but I send it in an email. Third month, I send it to them on text message. Yes, they get a book on text message. And then I just repeat the cycle. If they're still on plan, I just keep asking, because guys, you might be thinking, oh, I'm sending them the same info over and over and over again. But remember, they got it 30 days ago. They don't remember. Their world, life happened. But 30 days ago, they didn't have someone asking them what they were doing. Today, they do. And so for me, the 15th of the month was the easiest. Maybe you're doing it on a Monday, first Monday of the month. I don't know. Just pick a day. It's not the magic of which day I choose. It's just do it. Okay, so asking for those referrals, that's one way that I can do it. Another way that I'm asking for referrals is on my calls with my clients each week. Every week, I'm saying, who's noticing? Who's noticing? Again, you'll find that the questions that we ask, I will tell you in this season, we've kind of changed how we're asking. question. So instead of saying, how was your week on program? I'm saying, how are you holding up in quarantine on program? And the only reason that I'm doing that is because I know they're facing a little different set of circumstances. And I want to give them a strategy, but I do not want to be their best friend right now. I'm not going to sit down and have coffee and, okay, I'm getting on a soapbox, but that's not going to create referrals for you, because they're going to feel like every call is supposed to be 80 hours. And I could never become a coach, because once I go back to work, I'm not going to have 80 hours. So, but what I do want you to see is, like, I'm asking every week, who's noticing? Who's noticing? Who's noticing? Have you had a chance to introduce us? Would you do me a huge favor and create a three-way message? Them, me, and you. I'd love to send them some inspiration. When they create that message, hey, Gina, this is my friend Bob. He asked me what I was doing. I'm giving my clients the words to say. And I'm saying, hey, Bob, I'd love to send you some recipes. What kind of food do you guys like to eat? Mexican, Chinese, American? What's your faves? I'd love to give you some healthy recipes. Right? Just dropping it in that little message. Connection, right? This is about connection, which will then pull them in. Heath already hit, the way that we do it when a client posts. But I want you guys to see, like, without these steps, you're not going to get it. By the way, when someone asks you, what are you doing? How come? Do you know someone looking to get healthy? That's asking for a referral. It's so seamless. It's so flawless. We just have to do it. And I think that the more that you guys can step into this, the more that you can see, even the way that you post. It could be, instead of I'm a health coach, ask me how, which is kind of weird, is just, man, I'm loving all the client calls that I'm getting on and hearing all the great news of people dropping weight like crazy. I love Mondays. Mondays are my favorite day of the week. I just got off the call with a client who's killing it on program. Trust me, you don't want to show their picture and you don't want to tell the details of the call, because they will feel like their privacy has been violated. But to say, I just got off a call with a client that's killing it on program and it brought me such joy. I can't wait to help more people. If you know anybody looking to get healthy, I'd love to serve them. Nothing wrong with that. Or maybe you're just leaving it at that. People know to reach out. They're so good. They're so good. So I just want to encourage you. I'm sure there's, it's in the system, Christine, it is in the systematically coaching your client document. It's already in there. Tells you what to say. Just copy and paste. So simple, so simple. You can pull that off of your leaders page or Eccles.org. I know you're in both. So anyways, guys, I know we have gone over. I just wanted to give you some actual tools to take off, to do today. Ask for those referrals today. Don't wait until you're in year 2 to start asking for these things, because right now your clients are melting away. And when they do, people are going to ask them what they're doing. And they have 2 options: become a coach or send you 1 million people. Either way, they have at least 5 that want to do what they're doing. And if you can learn this skill set of asking for the referral, if you can learn that skill set, it will change the game, that you will be like Michelle Heyman and Heath Runyon. And quite honestly, most of our top leaders, they're all running massive frontline volume because they learned this skill. It's not because they were famous in their world before they started. It's not because they're more special than somebody else or that they've got some sort of secret sauce. It is literally because they learned a skill of asking for a referral, and they decided, I'm not just going to keep posting my own before and after to the same 5 people and hoping that finally they'll get on plan. It's that they said, I'm going to build my sphere, at the same time taking advantage of the spheres that are passing through my business. Because guys, fast forward 9.5 years, and I'm sure the number will change again. We've had 150,000 people run through this organization. And can I tell you, we could have had 300,000, 400,000 if we had all learned the skill set of asking for that referral. And we can. And today's your day Today's your day to start practicing, putting on those training wheels and start practicing the skill set so that you never see the lull in your business. It will just keep soaring. It will keep rising. And if you have a big sphere of influence, awesome. You're going to have some crazy numbers for a couple of years and then it'll get manageable again. But if you don't have those skill sets, it's an incredible way, especially if you have no sphere of influence, it's a perfect way to build a sphere of influence so that you can begin right away to create a strong, solid business. So thank you again, you guys, for hanging in with us. We love you guys. Thank you to both Michelle and Heath and Chelsea for earlier. We just appreciate you guys being willing to give your knowledge and your experience to everyone. We'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.